Right guys, Dave Genby here, aka Satan, the devil, that's who I am. I run hell for God, making these videos for my daughter. I've got a couple of fans on at the minute, she'll hear that in the background, just because it's really hot at the moment. The weather's boiling outside. So yeah, I'm saying to Holly, same thing's happening. Oil's down a bit today, so it's Tuesday the 26th of May. Oil's down slightly, but it's still sky high. That's 5 years on crud, wisdom tree, crude oil. 5 years. See how high it is. It's really quite high. As I said, I think it's just going to go sideways. So at the moment, I just think it's just going to go, stay high, still stay quite high, but just go sideways, up and down, and go sideways, really. The alien's stalling for time. The alien that runs the world economy, stalling for time. And I think things are really going to kick off in August, September on oil. Maybe July, end of July. But August, September, I think is when it really kicks off in terms of going high prices. And that's when the inflation will get really bad, food price inflation. So that's the situation. If you look, I've just put here on Google, Cuba has run out of oil. So you can learn about that. So there's a country called Cuba that's actually run out of diesel and oil and all of that. So their economy now is in serious trouble, and their people will be in serious trouble. Now that hasn't happened here yet. We haven't run out of oil yet because we're one of the richer nations. Cuba's been a country that's lived under communism for a long time, so they're the ones who are getting it bad first in terms of running out of oil completely. So you can look at that if you want to. You can Google Cuba has run out of oil. Also jet fuel, we've got a jet fuel crisis. Obviously jet fuel's made out of crude oil. Go on Google, you can learn all about that. How we're quite clearly running out of jet fuel. And Holly, what you'll notice is even with these oil shortages, which I've made loads of money in, your uncle Martin and your granddad Stephen, they won't put any money into crude oil because they're controlled by the psychic whip of the alien. So's your mum. What else got to talk about? Oh yeah, the other thing, Holly, I was going to talk about. So I said you've got a bigger brain than the rest of humanity. So have I. So we're not controlled by these aliens in the same way. But you might find you're not that great at maths compared to other kids. Now the reason I think is because I've realised now, when I went to school, some of the kids were being told the answers psychically by the alien. The alien can talk to these, to regular people, the worker drones, the worker caste, and they're just giving them the answers. So they've got a sum in front of them, and the alien will just tell them the answer. The alien will just have a calculator with them and just tell them the answer. Oh yeah, the last thing, I think what's going to happen in the future is I've got to make a load of sons who've got big brains like me, so we're not controlled by these aliens. They're going to be like the Roman legions, Roman soldiers that do fighting on other planets for getting new Earths. I think the girls like you, obviously you're a girl, when they grow up to be women, will have to be like the pilots for the aircraft and stuff, for the aircraft that would bomb in a new planet. I could really, all of this stuff I need to talk to you about when you're here. Whenever you get here, which I don't think's that far away, because this great reset on the oil is clearly happening. Whenever you get here, we can talk about it in more detail in it, but I think you're going to have to be, in the future, a fighter pilot, believe it or not, or a bomber pilot. Because the reason is, my sons need to be the ground soldiers, the ground troops, Whereas if I have a boy, a man, one of my sons, flying anti-gravity vehicles, you know, it's sort of a waste of a soldier that could have been on the ground. So I think it's going to be the girls, the women's job, to fly the aircraft. So that's probably something you might be doing in the future when you're an adult. Because every child I have, I've only had one child because the alien's stopping me having anything to do with anyone. I've only had one child at the minute, but like I say, I've had a lot more children. That's the new army. We're the warrior caste. We can't be controlled by these psychic powers. It's more difficult to, anyway, a lot more difficult to. I think they controlled you as a kid, but I don't think they'll be able to control you now. And I mean, they totally ruined my life. The alien can really cause a lot of damage to the worker drones. So the worker drones, like my parents, they've been psychic whipped a lot, really hit hard, you know, really injured. They've damaged my mum a lot, psychically, mentally. They've damaged my mum a lot. So they just cause no end of problems for humanity, and eventually they're coming here, and we're gonna have to beat the living crap out of them. So anyway, I'm all good. I'm fine. I hope you're fine too. I've told you what you need to do to try and keep out of trouble and all of that. I'll give you a to-do list. Hopefully that's helping. And I'll see you in the next video, 3 to 4 weeks away. And I'll update you on anything else that happens during those 3 or 4 weeks. All right, and see ya. Bye.